What's good, y'all? It's your boy King Kunch here in the Nerds Underground, coming to you loud. Yo, what's up? It's a beautiful Thursday. We got a lot to get into tonight. We got to talk about that Giancarlo Esposito. We got to get into, the whole Mahershala Ali, the Blade movie. Like, what's happening, man? My man's Mahershala Ali. He's still working, even though we waiting on Blade. My man Mahershala is still working. But does that mean that we're going to be having to wait forever for Blade to actually happen? Then on top of that, we got to talk about this. We got to talk about this bucket, this popcorn bucket. Like, it's this popcorn bucket thing craze is out there, bro. I mean, we gotta talk about this bucket, dog, because at the end of the day, like, I feel like this is a test. I feel like we are being tested right now by this popcorn bucket. And at the end of the day, I got to say enough's enough. I got to say enough's enough. Like that, we got to do something about this. Like, bro, Justin, best co-host on YouTube. Justin in the building. Justin, this damn popcorn bucket, bro. This damn popcorn bucket, bro. Dog. I'm about to play the jump real quick. Let me just make sure my audio's straight so y'all can hear this popcorn bucket bullshit, bro. Like, I just feel like we being tested, Justin. Like, I feel like maybe not we being tested, but this is just a self-test moment for me of what I'm about to put up with. We just gonna roll here. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Come on, dog. Dog.
Oh, the butter on it is gross, bro.
It's not even necessary. It's not even necessary because in what practical way is it going to happen? Like, why? You know what I mean? You're not putting the butter on the top on purpose.
Kyle, that is exactly what I was thinking. The tongue is crazy.
Wait a minute.
There's a tongue. That is crazy.
Where's it at?
It's earlier in the thing. That is outright.
We're right there. Yo, that's wild.
Dude.
That's the thing, bro. It's going too far. Look, at the end of the dog, this is going too far. Like, I'm not with it. Like, to me, like, yo, if that's your sense of humor, if you think that's funny, cool. But this here, I'm just not gonna be cool with. Like, that's just a little bit too.
It's a little too much.
It's too much for me.
It's a little too much.
That's the problem. That's just the right word. Without be like, bro, like, why do I want to put my hand in another man's mouth and get popcorn from it in the first place? On top of that, why is his mouth like that? It would have been cool if you got like a Wolverine like bucket and you put even if the mouth was on the side of the face, on the side of the bucket, and and his mouth just wasn't like put it in here. But this joint is screaming, Justin. This joint is screaming like in the mouth, bro.
Honestly, it wouldn't have been like it's wild. But when you add the tongue, that's
when you add the tongue, that's next level, bro.
That's I didn't that's where I'm like,
before.
Oh no.
This is what people I think really. I've told you this before, and I've said this before. And despite it getting the streams, let's talk about what we've been hearing from movies, like just about movies recently. When you think about what's happening with Garfield, you think about what's happening with Mad Max. Look, even though those movies, I wouldn't watch those movies. I'm not going to watch those movies. I don't know why people are surprised that Garfield flopped. I don't know why people are surprised that Furiosa is not making bread. I mean, at the end of the day, Justin, were you going to go see those movies? I wasn't going to go see those.
Not a chance.
But the all-out assumption is that this movie Deadpool, is going to ascend and make a billy, make 1.5 billy. Some people even throwing out 2 billy out there, right? That's been the
2 billy is a lot. I don't know about
2 billy is a lot, and it's stretching it. To me, this is a bad move, Justin. I think this is a very bad move because
it's very out of pocket, bro.
Look, I've talked about it before. How much Deadpool is actually made, Justin? In the past, Deadpool 1, 785. Deadpool 2. No, Deadpool 1 was like 765. Deadpool 2 was 775, something like that. Anyway, I have, I'm not really doubting that it'll get to $1 billion. But at the end of the day, when you think about what Deadpool is going to be doing, they're trying to get those extra 250 million in there that'd be interested in the MCU. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be interested more so in seeing Wolverine come back. They're trying to get those in there. But those same people may be on the fence. Like, Justin, is it safe to say that that your core fans that like Deadpool movies, that like the gore, that like all that like what you get out of it, Justin, is it safe to say, and it's be yes or no, is it safe to say that those core fans tapped out at 785? Like, after the first movie, and then you go up by 10. Then those other 10 million are the people you converted after the movie opened. You know what I mean? After it went to DVD. Is it safe to say, like, all right, that's the core base of those fans? Not mentioning Wolverine or Logan, but just Deadpool in itself.
For Deadpool,
in itself,
singular Deadpool, yes,
yeah,
which is still a lot of money.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's still a lot of money. And I'm saying all they need is a 250,000, and then they're billion. Oh, I'm sorry, 250 million, and then they're at billion. Yeah. And I think Wolverine and the MCU has enough to carry that.
Exactly.
But the MCU got a brand. Wolverine got a brand. So you got to expect that those numbers are going to be tarnished a little bit, not depleted, but are going to be dialed back a little bit by having to deal with the shenanigans of Deadpool. Because then at the end of the day, everyone who likes Wolverine, everyone who likes the MCU is not going to like Deadpool. So, like, they're going to go see it for those reasons, but they're going to tolerate Deadpool. Here's the thing. That something like this, turn off. Something like this, this will make people who are on the fence about going to go see the movie because of the style of Deadpool turn off.
I hear you, but those people that are probably going to get turned off by this are probably the people that aren't even looking at this, aren't even seeing this popcorn bucket.
280, yeah, I mean, 388,000 views.
At the same like, bro, it's a popcorn, but as weird as it is, because it's weird. It's weird. I don't think there's that many people paying attention to the popcorn bucket as that are like.
I'm sorry if I watched this
on the fence.
If I saw this, and I was on the fence.
But
if I saw that, and I was on the fence.
But I don't think if you're on the fence, you're finding that. I'm sorry, I don't think you are. I don't think if you're on the fence,
coming across it because you can be on Twitter,
bro.
You can be on Twitter.
No one on the fence is that much of a fuck about the popcorn bucket.
Okay, but okay, I'll leave it at
Me
that.
and you care.
Think it's a bad.
Me and you care. I think it's a bad. I have that Thor. I just think it's a bad Thor: Love and Thunder one.
I just think it's a bad move to market. I mean, you can have the popcorn bucket, but
it's a bad move.
It's a bad move hard on marketing it like that. Yeah, it's nasty.
It's a bad move.
I mean, I hear you, Jared. I just think it's a bad move for them to do it. You could also just not buy the bucket. They don't even sell it where I'm at anyway, man. Press, they don't do me like that anyway. I'm just probably gonna have a regular Deadpool 3 bucket with the logos on the side. That's probably all they're gonna offer to me. Hey, but
it'll be in my area. I know that for sure. But I don't think I will.
You
give
know, Justin,
that
like I
one.
said, I didn't ease off the Deadpool not making $1 billion train, Justin. I didn't ease off of that. You know, I'm feeling like they're gonna hit a Billy. Just one concern is, you know, what people say about I will wait for streaming. I've heard 2 people say that already. Like it's like, yo, you get the ticket. Now I'm gonna just wait for the joint to come out streaming, man.
But are they
You know, I
people
don't feel
that
like going to the movies
really
like that
give
no
a
more.
fuck about Marvel?
Yeah, like they watch all the Marvel movies, like actual read like comics. Like grew up comics, got all the Marvel movies. Well, I'm talking about one person here, and he's like 5 years, 6 years older than me. He's got an Infinity Gauntlet. He's got the set, like the hardcover steel sets of all the MCU movies. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna wait till streaming. And another dude, like he's very into. He's an older person. He's like, yeah, man, I just wait till it come out streaming. Like I don't even really try to make it out to the movies anymore. So that is a little bit of a. My wife, she's gonna wait till streaming. Like it is a little bit of a. It's a little bit of a kind of, you know, you can a misconception maybe of looking at the trailer numbers, but anyway.
Yeah, I mean it's. I think it's up in the air. They might. I think they'll get right to $1 billion. Like barely skate.
Second weekend, I think it's gonna be key.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
That's probably gonna be more key than anything. Because like how many people said that about No Way Home, and then as soon as word of mouth started, I don't remember anybody saying that about No Way Home, Kyle. I think No Way Home was no question, like a no doubt.
Yeah, I feel like we're still in a huge go to the movie state.
Like if the fate of the world, red button, the world was gonna be bombed and doomed, was on the world, and it was up to No Way Home making $1 billion, I would bet it on No Way Home.
Yeah,
that's how it's. And that was a terrible impression of Max. But anyway, Kyle, what's going on? Jared, what's going on? Nighthawk. Lou, what's up,
guys?
The Wolves are up right now.
Rez.
Green second. He said, I really expect Deadpool as the bucket. The Wolverine bucket is a bit of a letdown. Hey.
It is a letdown. I won't lie. But the last few have been pretty bad too, honestly.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, and then you could even put Deadpool on the other side. Like, something like that, but you just wanted to make a sex joke.
Yeah. It's...
Now, can we get
the popcorn bucket is an L. I'm not gonna lie. They dumb for this one. But
can we get one of the Monica Rambeau? Scarlet Witch movie supposed to be coming out soon. Hey,
you want it of this though? Of their mouth? That's wild. That's wild. that was wild.
That would be wild. They wouldn't get away with that. You know, things that men
they can get away with this, especially because of the movie that it is.
You know what that got me? That got me weak. Shout out to the popularity of the WNBA coming out. A little side tangent. Shout out to the popularity of the WNBA coming out, right, Justin? So we got the WNBA, you know, Caitlin Clark, whoever you want to attribute it to.
Dude, they fucking sleep on, though, who it really is about.
Who's it really about?
Sabrina Ionescu, bro. She's nasty. Like, Sabrina Ionescu cooks. I don't understand why people forgot and just want to go to Caitlin Clark, which Caitlin Clark is amazing. But Sabrina?
She's nasty, bro.
She's nasty. She's nasty. She's like that.
Caitlin's gonna get there. But look, we're at the time of day now where like, yo, they getting depressed. You out here, you got their walk-ins, they're coming into the studio, into the gym, you know, dressed to the nines, trying to look nice and everything like that. They got the video popping up on them and everything. But you know what that lead itself open to, Justin? People been out there roasting. People been out there going ham. And I seen today, this one dude, he made a funny ass video just comment on everybody walking in. And then you just got people in the comments saying, but y'all don't talk about, like, can you just say something positive? Like, why are you out here doing this? Like, this and that. Y'all wanted this. WNBA wanted this. They acting like we don't be out here roasting LeBron James. They act like we don't be out here. They act like
Russell
we don't be out
Westbrook was catching so much shit for his shit.
Kevin Durant's hair? Like, come on, bro. Like,
man got 1,000 fists on his head. Like, Zion? What are you talking about?
Do you know what Zion, bro? Come on. Like, at the end of the day, you in that limelight.
How we were just balling on Cam Newton. Like, what? Cam Newton with them wild-ass hats he's had? Michael Fitzpatrick looking
AJ Brown.
ridiculous.
Well, we've
AJ
been doing
Brown.
it. Even though like
AJ Brown's stupid.
he's
Got
stupid as
knocked
fuck.
into.
He
He literally. We all know the evidence of what hit
we
him
all
into
know
CTE.
Vontaze Burfict. Fuck that man. We got to thank Vontaze Burfict right now for Antonio Brown. But at the end of the day, all I'm saying is, yeah, we wouldn't get away with that with having the Scarlet Witch out there. We wouldn't get away with that with having Rambo.
No.
It just wouldn't happen. It just wouldn't happen. Jalen Ramsey, I'm weak. But look,
I'm not gonna lie, but some of them are bad. Like,
bro, it's the era. Look.
Oh yeah.
Can I give it a buck? Somebody got smart.
Oh yeah.
Somebody got smart. And the joke that was funny, they had Asia Wilson up there, and the joke that he had on Asia Wilson was, I really like girls, but I really like girls, but I want the boys to think I like them.
Bro, like
I feel like that's all kind of
Cameron
like
Brink too, bro. She's bad. Oh my Lord.
It's a new level. And they're tapping into it. They're smart. Like, not only do you have Caitlin Clark there, you got people to pick up. And to be real, bro, like, most of the people they're trying to convert to be fans are men. It's a lot. Like,
I mean, they have to. They have to. Women weren't showing up.
Yeah.
Like,
not only do you have to appeal to that, you have to make those men see something that they want their daughters to be. As a father of a daughter, like, it's a lot easier to be like, oh yeah, but you know, look at her, than it is to be like, and I'm sorry to say it, but look at Brittany Griner. You know what I mean? Like, it's I'm just keeping it a buck. Like,
you're
I'm
being
just
real though.
Like I'm keeping it real.
Brittany, like, keeping it real. Brittany Griner's not bringing any dudes over to the.
Like, I'm not telling my daughter like go like play like her. Yeah, like, and they're smart. And then you got my daughter asked me. They was on the screen because you know they're on Disney Plus now. And they were on the screen.
Oh yeah,
they are. She saw the girls on there. She said, "Is that Caitlin Clark?" What?
Girl, how you know Caitlin Clark?
But what's going on, Quinn?
Like, the thing is, there are a lot of like. There's this one, not for Las Vegas. I don't know her name. It's not Kelsey Plum, but she's a baddie too, bro. There are beautiful women on there, and
the Sky, the Sky are.
Is it?
Oh no. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm about to just.
She's sister.
I'm about to just do this. I'm actually just gonna show the video because it was hilarious. It was on the Aces, and you'll see who you're talking about.
Which, bro, did you?
We're really on here talking about the WNBA. Right?
We are, like, and here's the thing, like, I ain't watched one of their games. Actually, I watched Sabrina and Eskew quite a bit, but
I've watched like 4. And they've all been great.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I watched the first time I ever watched. What in the fuck is she wearing?
Here's this.
Gay since the 90s. Like, she like women, but she don't want niggas to know that.
Her.
This is Trinidad James's big brother.
And then I don't
she tried coochie one time. And
my time frame's off.
She has her scrap in that bag. Probably
you know
down to earth, cool.
No, I can't.
Yeah. She not gay, but she just like tomboyish. You know what I mean? She dated the like #1 high school nigga. You know, she only figured out she was gay later on in life. She walk around with her strap on her 24/7. Thick stud friend that's always trying to hide she thick. This that freaky ass auntie that's been gay since the 90s. Like, she like women, but she don't want niggas to know that. This is Trinidad James' big brother. She tried coochie one time and didn't like it. She has her scrap in that bag. Probably a down to earth, cool white.
Like, bro, and look at the comments. Look at comments. Because why are you a male talking about women, nigga? she said, I thought the first one was Marcus. You sound weak. He said, can you say something nice and not move on, sir? Like, bro. Okay, maybe it wasn't as many comments. Maybe I just went off for no reason. That joke was hilarious. But people
the girl that he's like, she's trying to hide.
Asia Wilson.
She's bad. She's bad.
Yeah. She ain't trying to hide nothing, bro. I think she on the right team.
You might
Anyway,
want to turn me down just a little bit because I'm a little. I just heard my mic. I'm a little hot.
you a little hot. It's your
A little
mighty
hot.
hot.
But yeah, bro. Asia Wilson, she bad. Kelsey Plum, bad.
It's just something about Kelsey Plum like face, bro. It's just
People
something
say
about
her
like the
her
side of her
shoulders.
face.
She has
So
she
it's
has
like
an aggressive smile.
it's like a
She has an
Joker smile.
aggressive
It's
smile.
like that, Joe. Anyway
She's
though,
still a cutie.
my
Anyways,
man's
yeah,
press,
yeah, yeah.
my man's press, where he at? He said the other day during Josh's stream when we were talking about RDJ coming back as variant Iron Man, I had the extremely simple idea of what if Pepper got snapped by everybody else. Look, let's go ahead and get into that, bro. Let's go ahead and get into that. Can we
Yeah.
it's one thing to be out here in these streets when you're talking about like things like the Avengers coming back. You're talking about rumors out there. It's one thing to be like going out there, giving speculation and theory or like hopes that they're going to be coming back. But when you got somebody like Charles Murphy, reputable scooper, out there writing about rumors and the actual possibility of people coming back, Justin, it's a high probability that they're coming back sooner than what we thought. Sooner than what we thought. So like
Hopefully.
Charles Murphy wrote through all of these things, and of course the Hulk don't got to come back, but Savage Hulk got to come back. You know what I mean? Like Bruce Banner don't got to come. You know what I mean? What's his name? Mark Ruffalo don't got to come back to Marvel, but the Hulk better fucking come back. The actual Hulk. Jeremy Renner coming back, bro. I want to see this man succeed. Now,
Jeremy Renner.
yeah, like
Yeah.
he's got to win. Now, bro, I want them to. With him coming back, I need him to be taken to the next level. I want him to get a robotic arm, bro. Like, I want something cool for Jeremy Renner. Like, at this point, the Arrow shit, like, I got enough of it in season 1. I want them to, like, actually, like, make this shit, like, techie. Like,
Yeah.
take this shit to the next level when it comes to him, bro. Like, don't just like I guess what we are. Do we just want to hold on to him being an unscathed human? I don't mind fucking just powering everybody up. Just give everybody the juice.
I'm kind of with you, because that's my biggest reason why I don't give a fuck about Batman. Because he's a normal human being. I don't care about normal. If I wanted to hear about a normal human being, I would just tell an autobiography.
Look, that's what was wrong with the Batman. It was basically just a Jason Bourne or
Yep.
a James Bond in a bat suit. Anyway, not as cool as James though. Or
Congratulations to your wife now. In the
Right,
first Fortnite dub.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Chilling in the basement in the building. CC Lowe
Angel
is in the
Reese.
building. But look, Nomad, Steve Rogers. We already talked about Steve Rogers coming back. I do think he's gonna come back after Secret. Like, it's weird, but I do think he finds his way to Loki, and we can maybe play around with something multiversal with him coming back. But I think that the old Cap that we see is somehow after all of this.
Mm-hmm.
I just have a hard time. Like, if we're doing the reset, how does he go back? Like, if the universes are being destroyed, all time is being destroyed, like, how do you go back to that moment? But they have to figure that out because I guess they don't want to erase the continuity. Like, you know what I mean? If you pull this off with the multiverse, I'm not like taking it there, but if you pull this off with the multiverse to where you can reboot or reset, like do a soft reboot, soft reset with new characters and retell Iron Man in the same universe as Iron Man. Like, think about it. The whole time, like the whole MCU saga as a collective will continue to go on. If you can tell the story of Iron, that's the true test. If you can tell, like, have an Iron Man 1 with RDJ and have the next Iron Man after the soft reboot in that same soft reboot universe. And there's still a through line. And that through line could be old Cap going back to Endgame. His ability to go back to Endgame shows that timeline never got destroyed. So that's a deep, like, that was a workaround to say, like, they could keep value in these old movies and even have some stuff to call back. Dude, that takes it to another level. And I think we can get there. especially if they're using these OGs and bringing them back.
Yeah, I don't even think I mean, variant wise, they can
Mhm.
do a lot too. I don't think they need to do that with Steve Rogers. Well, I
Nah.
mean, they kind of have to.
I don't think they have to do it with the Steve Rogers one, because at the end of the day, he clearly lived hundreds of years when he returned those stones. So like, I don't think they have to do it at all. There's no reason to believe, like, there's nothing to say that Steve Rogers didn't go through it with Sam Wilson.
He'd have been old as shit though.
No, I mean, like, he went back in time. So for all we know at that moment, Cap doesn't come back as younger Cap. But Cap can come back, a younger version of Cap can come back at any time in the future, bro.
If they do that, it would be a variant then.
No.
Yeah, it would.
No, because what if one of the past for that old, like, hear me out. You got old Cap sitting on the bench, right? Old Cap has lived his life. That's the Cap we know, right? That's our Steve Rogers. You with me?
Yeah.
So he left that moment and came back as an old man. Right?
No, he didn't.
He left and he
lived his life.
He lived his life. He lived his life.
Okay.
So part of his life could have been him coming back to the 616 in the future.
It would still be a variant.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes, it
That
would.
would make him a variant. Is he a variant when he comes back as old man Cap?
No.
Thank you.
Because that's his life.
We just haven't seen him come back yet. Like, we just haven't gotten to the point where he like actually popped back.
So
up.
you're saying I get what you're saying now. So
Yeah.
you're saying basically since he would technically still have
like he still got to live
time travel.
Yeah, like he's still like
he would then. I mean, he wouldn't know to come back though.
Yeah, it would. I mean, he always just check in, or like the multiverse could be getting fucked up and he comes back. And then he could even maybe go and try to save the one that he created. Oh my God, how beautiful would that be? If Steve Rogers goes and tries to, like, the universe that Steve Rogers makes, it starts to get destroyed, and he comes back to our main timeline to try and save it, and then he saves it.
This is why I don't like what they did as far as time travel, because it's fucking confusing. Because that in itself messes around how they do it.
Me explaining it sounds confusing as hell. I will admit that.
No,
because we haven't seen it.
That still messes around with how they describe time travel themselves.
They said they created a branch. That Steve Rogers is living on that branch, and you still have another Steve Rogers on that universe in Ice.
Yeah. So you're basically saying that other Cap, the old Cap, goes and tells the young Cap to go live this life, basically.
No.
This is.
I'm just saying. Oh, you're saying he's dead, Lou? I'm just saying, like, this Captain America, like this this Chris Rogers, like this Steve Rogers, he lived his whole life. Part of his life could have been living it with Peggy in that universe. That universe comes to be destroyed, and say it's like 30 years after he's left, like after he got to Peggy at that post-credit scene. Say it's like 30 years from there, his universe is being destroyed.
But that still doesn't make sense because old Cap didn't have a multiversal thing to go just to hop in multiverses. Because at that point, then you have to be hopping multiverses.
Yeah, that's true. You do have to be having, but what is multiversal stuff but just time travel?
It wouldn't be.
I mean, he has to get to that tech eventually in his universe. Like, that has to become a thing.
He would be at an older universe, though.
Who knows? I mean, because at the end of the day, he is multiverse hopping. Like, well, is he multiverse hopping, or is he just going back to Secret Timeline?
He's going back in time,
he's creating
but then
a new universe.
Fucking up a new, yeah, exactly.
He created a new. So, but with Peggy,
branch reality.
He stayed in the branch reality.
Yes. If he doesn't stay, with Peggy. It's not a branch reality.
The only way that he can get back to where he was is if he takes that branch back to where it started.
Yes, you'd have to go right back to in the woods with Banner and
Yeah, that's how he
Falcon
goes back down the branch. But then he destroys the universe when he does that. Maybe not.
I don't know, dude. That's
crazy.
That's
anyway, that's not where we meant to take it.
That's when I don't want them to do that, dude.
This is not where we meant to take it. But then you got Tony Stark coming back, and this is what got us on this in the first place. It's my man Prez talking about Tony Stark. I do like the idea of Tony Stark coming back, like just different, like a different point of time, a different canon event happening to him. I was initially thinking like the New York scene, possibly like going different. With the nuke, like maybe he doesn't put his life on the line, or maybe he finds a way to defeat them like in a different way, which leads to a different form of power. But ultimately, I think what I wanted to see out of that happening is best served is if he does create an armor around the world.
Yeah,
and he does succeed.
I think
with
so
that.
too.
That is to me the best bet to go. I would love to see Tony play that for him. I watched a little bit of Endgame the other night and just seeing Tony Batman. Like it always feels good to see Tony Stark back in the thing, and it really makes you regret that they killed him. Like at the end of the day, if they never killed Tony, and we had the possibility of just knowing that Tony's in that universe, it makes a difference to me. But like when you kill the thing that is the thing, it just feels dead. Like at the end of the day, no matter what we're watching, we can come back to like, well, Iron Man is still out there somewhere. And then when you get back to your Avengers scene, then it's like, oh, he can be here. You know, like, and you could have gone one Avengers movie without seeing him. You could have gone two. But for him to just be, maybe even mentioned, or see his stuff still.
To be fair, we haven't gotten another Avenger movie. So.
We haven't yet.
And then, I mean, he is still talked about with Spider-Man, so.
He is. That was tragic.
I want him back, but like I don't think you have to ruin that part. Yeah.
Like we don't have to ruin it, and it won't change anything. At the end of the day, just bring him back. Like that is the biggest part of what we need right now. You bring him back. You brought back what's his name? You brought back. I don't know why I'm blanking his name. Patrick Stewart. You brought back Patrick Stewart to be Professor X. You brought back Hugh Jackman. Like bring them back, bro. Bring them back in here. And what's funny is that wedding that we've heard about, that was talked about with everybody being there. It was in that
Chris Hemsworth's.
I think it was Chris Hemsworth's wedding. It was in that article of Robert Downey Jr. That infamous wedding. I need like a Last Dance documentary of that wedding, bro.
Because honestly, true.
Like that wedding had to be epic. And if that's the moment that sparked this comeback, bro, then we need to thank love, because this is what we need. And just the fact that Charles Murphy, again, is writing about it, to me, lets me know that we may be closer to this than we think.
I think so. I think there is a point where it's like Marvel knows, hey, if we want to get something on track, this is an easy way to do it, honestly. Is Chris Evans got married? Okay. And they still have Chris Evans under contract. I mean, he's more than likely going to be in Deadpool. Why not? Why not at least get them to help jumpstart while y'all get back on track? Which I think we're in a good section to get back on track. But yeah, it's an easy cheat code. Honestly.
One thing that ain't getting on track, Blade.
Yeah.
You heard the news?
The problem is I have a different feeling. I really don't give a fuck about Blade. I'll be honest. But
I mean, like it's
cool.
not a do or die thing, but like for them to let it go is an L. Like for them to have this out here.
I don't think they're gonna let it go.
I mean, for it to to be going through this. Damn, I got scratch mode. For it to be going like this is an L to me. Here's what I mean by that.
It's an L, yeah, for sure. But
it'd be one thing if Mahershala Ali wasn't out here working or doing anything. But the fact that, look, he's in talks to join Jurassic Park 4, the biggest casting yet for the film. Jurassic Park 4. That's
Yeah,
going to
of
be
all
coming out
things,
before
that
Blade.
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. We're supposed to be getting Blade. He's coming back to Jurassic. First of all, for
Jurassic
him to be in
Park.
Jurassic Park, how
Crazy.
mighty, like how far has he fallen, bro? Like, is he even still the Mahershala Ali that we want? I didn't want Jurassic Park Mahershala Ali as Blade. I want an Oscar-winning serious movie having Mahershala Ali to win. Now, Jurassic World. Could this movie be bigger than what I'm thinking?
I mean, I think this is probably gonna have Scarlett, right?
Scarlett
Because
Johansson. Scarlett
uh,
Johansson.
yeah, I thought there was a rumor that Scarlett would be in this.
Okay. This movie, I'm thinking about Jurassic Park and what we got in the past. But actually, if they could set the scene, like looking at this picture here of him, I know this not from the movie, but they could set that fear of them actually being in the world. And that could be different.
Yeah, true.
That could be different, and that could be on a different scale. So I may give it a chance. But at the end of the day, Blade still ain't happening.
Right. Yeah, I just think honestly though, it's not that big of a deal to me. I feel like it will come.
It's just more of an L though, bro.
It's an L that they were stringing them along, but like honestly, there's more important things than Blade. There's more important things they gotta address than Blade. So,
and can we address the elephant in the room? Giancarlo Esposito set to be an antagonist character, antagonistic agent of chaos. Y'all can't see the screen. An antagonistic agent of chaos in Captain America: Brave New World. Look, man, the news about Giancarlo Esposito, Justin, that was coming out back. I want to say like a week or so ago. Came out at that stream on Thursday. Of like, he was going to be coming up as someone who will be teased in a future film, and then have his own series later on. Right. The obvious thought to a lot of people was that was going to be Doctor Doom. The Doctor Doom, he was going to be the Doctor Doom choice. Like, he was going to be teased in the Fantastic Four, get his own show. People have been wanting. What's going on, Parker? People have been wanting a Doctor Doom series. That's how people have said that he could come in and give him a series. It was like, oh, that's definitely Doctor Doom. There was no issues. I saw nobody hating it. My man's is racially ambiguous.
He's getting a lot of love for that one, actually.
He is.
For the Doctor Doom. It's kind of it's shocking.
I've not seen anything for it. But at the end of the day, nobody's hated on like Denzel Washington getting Hannibal, like to a level of what you think it would be. That's and that was definitely wild to me because Hannibal's a real person. But anyway, that was nice. Like that, like I was like, okay, where do we go from here then? Because just shortly after, Charles Murphy, who reported that, said that he wasn't going to be Dr. Doom, Magneto, or Professor X. So who does that leave? Justin, like, I think I figured it out to be two options. The first one, nobody else has touched. And I think it's because I'm the only one out here, and I kind of just have a pipe dream of them maybe just rectifying the moment that they dropped the ball in when it came to Captain America and Winter Soldier. That is the power broker. If we're talking about Captain America 4, it's something that's come out after. Like, you know, something that's like tied into what happened with with Winter Soldier, with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That villain was there and was in the background. Now, people believe that Sharon is the power broker just because she came out and said she was the power broker. However, with the fact, I doubt that just sells it short. Nobody knows who the power broker is, and she just takes and she just comes and outs it. You know what I mean? And just starts moving like she's a power broker. To me, that's a valuable move because it felt like the power broker was at the top, and then also too, it felt like somebody thinks the power broker's identity is out there. I'll just take it. Like, let me end this. like in this trail, and like we can. She was like, look, if Sam can think I'm the power broker, or actually the person who thought she was a power broker is dead, right? She killed him before that.
She did, didn't she? Yeah.
But to me, she has a boss. I like the idea of Giancarlo Esposito. If you're gonna do something like the power broker, and kind of make an original character up, like the power broker is very. That's what the power broker looks like in comics. It's like a newer power broker. I think there was an older power broker that was out there, but this is what the look that they're giving out now. Very techy. It's got that slick hair right there. So like, I think that's an open canvas and playing field they can play with. The movies are in there. It gives powers to themselves and is more powerful than he could ever be imagined, according to himself. Energy manipulation, one of the few powers a power broker has, demonstration to generate bolts of energy from his palm hands. And that's right up the alley of his type of, I think what we could expect to see from him physically is to have a suit on and do something like that.
Yeah. I'm kind of here for it. I would like him to have a more kind of prominent, like, kind of
This was
role with an oomph to it, though.
They'd have to deliver. They'd have to elevate that. Like, they would have to. That's what I'm saying. Like, it would be like, if it's not Dr. Doom, you know what I mean? Like, to me, it was like, and they're going to be in this movie. If they were to do that with Power Broker, the only way I would want it is if it was like, boom, he's actually at a different level than anything. Like, they elevate him. You know what I mean? Like, they elevate him to be a true threat. That's one. That's just one.
Yeah, it's just with the because they're gonna have to do some building for real. Like they can't half-ass it like they did Kang. I don't want it to be somebody that's laughable and just like, okay, why is he here?
He's definitely gonna get some dubs.
Exactly.
But the next one, which I really think this could be it, it's Mr. Griffin. Mr. Griffin. Mr. Griffin is a version of Kang. Mr. Griffin is Nathaniel Richards' Earth 6311. A consequence of a glitch in the time stream, Kang the Conqueror was split apart into different versions of himself. One of these versions became trapped in the 21st century, held back by some firewall of time. Unwilling to wait for 2,000 years to catch up to its original heir, Nathaniel Richards decided to create his own dynasty in his period under the alias Mr. Griffin. Kang became a businessman and the CEO of Kang Industries. He additionally enlisted the help of several villains to help grow an empire. Mr. Griffin, he bought the Stark Tower at Columbus Circle from Stark Industries. When Mr. Griffin was supervising the clearing of Avengers Tower, the Chitauri Warbringer materialized from some of Kang's employees, having used a cellular blah blah blah. Griffin recognized the language Warbringer was speaking and proposed to become an ally. Warbringer was ultimately convinced to gather the scattered pieces of an ancient powerful artifact, and Griffin teleported after catching Spider-Man eavesdropping. Basically, Mr. Griffin is a powerful version of Kang. And you gotta deal with the recast of Kang the Conqueror. It's gotta be a time not villain to me. Oh, they are. They're gonna be dealing with it. Like, we have to talk about that, bro. Like, they're doing Kang the Conqueror, and there's nothing like we can do about it. It's not gonna be Dr. Doom off rip. If it was gonna be Dr. Doom, Giancarlo would be Dr. Doom. I'm very well convinced of that. If they were doing Doom, it would have been Giancarlo. They're going with this though. He's gonna be Mr. Griffin, Nathaniel Richards. We've already seen they can tie this in very well because we've seen Kang Industries in the Void before.
Who cares?
We know they are still not revealed who has bought the Stark Tower. You remember that was like teased 7 years ago now.
Yeah, that's cool. Don't do it.
They're doing it.
Don't do it, Marvel.
Justin,
Don't.
they're gonna do it.
Don't do it.
Now look. We just got to talk about how it could be best working out, because to me this just gives him a second shot at Kang, Justin. Like, there was a moment in time where people, like, bro, I'm not gonna sit here and act like there wasn't a moment in time where people weren't excited for Kang, bro. Like, the hype was building for Kang until Ant-Man 3. They realized they fumbled. They realized they dropped the ball there, man. So
let it go.
Nah. Why not take another stab? Because I think that's what they were going to do anyway,
Because
was
at
readjust.
this point in time, we
just
can't
gonna
afford to
readjust.
take another stab and miss.
But they were going to readjust anyway. And if you're going to be confident in your readjusting plan, like, regardless, if this stuff happened with him, the biggest mistake, and I think Rob said on here was perfect, the biggest mistake that they had with Kang was changing the ending of Ant-Man. As whack as shitty as the CGI was, the one thing the movie had going for it was Kang for the first, until he got beat by ants, right?
Yeah.
To be real, until he got beat by ants. And I think they overestimated that, because when you really think about what happened with the ants, it makes sense. We're not going there.
No.
We're not going to go there. He did get out, though. He did somehow defeat them and survived when they were hell-bent on killing him.
And he got zapped into whatever by.
So look, like we can,
Mrs.
like I can,
Wasp.
here's the thing. If they didn't change, my whole point of bringing up the ants, if they didn't change the ending, the ants wouldn't even been so bad. Because when people would be like, actually he got out of the ants, it would have been cool to see it, but actually he defeated them. But they changed the ending. So, that made everything else about Kang so whack. Like, you can't change the ending to us seeing him lose to one of the lowliest Avengers, and then on top of that, expect us to get hype about seeing some variants of him. Variants that exiled him because they were scared of him. They were scared of him now, and we just saw Ant-Man defeat them. Now, we're supposed to be scared of these people? That was the biggest mistake. But having Mr. Griffin be a different version of that, not even like a glitch in the system, I can see them taking a stab at that. They're gonna do it, Justin. Shake your head as much as you want to, Justin. They're doing it. So we have.
Listen to me.
We're doing it. We don't have to. They're not listening. They're not going to listen to you, Justin. We don't have to talk about it. Justin, we're not going to have to talk about it.
Like this and put him in a mid-ass character like Kang again.
We're not.
Let
Justin
Kang go.
Justin, there's no need. We just need to talk about how cool it could be. Like, we just need to have. Like, at the end of the day, they're not going to listen to us.
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and act like it's going to be cool when there's no evidence say it's going to be cool.
There is evidence.
No, there's not.
Bro, Kang was on the rise. Like,
for 5 minutes. He had literally 5 minutes of fame when he was talking shit
from
episode to Loki.
From episode 1. I mean, from episode 6 of Loki season 1 all the way up until the last 15 minutes of Ant-Man 3. Kang was the shit. Kang was the shit.
No,
talking about killing Thor. Talking about which one. It all blurs together in time. Kang was
that was
shit.
His 5 minutes of hot fire. And then we got Quantumania.
That was more than 5 minutes. That was an hour. That was an hour in Ant-Man. I mean, that was an hour in Loki. And then you got like an hour. And then you got like an hour.
20 minutes of him.
And then you got like and then you got like 15 minutes of him in Ant-Man 3.
And I mean, he's an exiled guy.
His ship got bugged and he still survived.
He survived and then got played by Janet or whatever her name is.
But at the end of the day, when he gets, if he had just won. If he had
won, it'd be a different story.
That's what I'm saying.
He didn't win. He did not, though.
But all that to say, you're saying there's no way they could do it right. They were doing it right until they changed it.
Why? Like, why are we even doing this anymore? Just let the character.
Because there's
y'all
juice
tried,
there.
y'all
There was
swung
juice
out.
there.
Just
There's
get
juice
some
there, bro.
random black dude to
Bro,
do
they
a
don't want to let it go.
for
Look,
y'all
they
to
don't want
kill him off.
Dude, are you gonna stop shooting just because you missed a 3?
No, I'm just gonna shoot better.
So
and
like to
kill
be
off the other guy.
real, they had one bad night. They changed with Kang. They had one bad night with Kang. They changed the ending of Ant-Man 3. They changed the ending of Ant-Man 3. They missed the game. They had a great game. They won the first game with Loki. Ant-Man 3, they had a great game and missed the game-winning shot with the ending of Ant-Man 3.
And then
why are they like? So are we
Timely.
just benching them forever now?
Maybe in like 3
I mean, but that
decades.
Victor Tomley wasn't even like Victor Tomley
You
was another
hated Victor Timely.
Listen, Victor Tomlin was another corny one. Like he wasn't going to be Kang. That's not Kang. You know who was
That's
Kang?
strike 2.
You know who was Kang? The Kang in episode 6. That's when the Kang in the season finale of
the
Loki
first
season
season.
2, of Loki season 2, that
The guy
Kang
that got
sitting
beat
at that desk
again.
again is what he wanted, bro. Like he's playing into that. Like
No,
that
he's
is
not after. No.
like we can't even act like the feeling wasn't back, bro. Like when we watched that season, when we watched that finale of episode 2, of season 2, that feeling of Kang being Kang was back for a second. Like it was back. Like we watching that version of Kang be him. That was the best version of Kang that Jonathan Majors played. Like that, he was back. Like we're back in his trap. We're back in his plan because of what he was talking to Loki. So again, they had to change that ending because they have to get rid of they have to. There's a different circumstance of them changing that ending there because they had to find a way to deal with Jonathan Majors. But what we're looking at with this, they see the juice in Kang. There is juice in Kang, bro. Like we just cannot deny it. There is juice in Kang, and what they're building in the MCU.
I don't
like
see
and
it.
what they're doing for the multiverse. There is juice for it, bro. Exactly. How many times have you lived this moment, dog? That was wild. That was like when Kang said,
There's cool
Like-
moments of a guy, but there's cool.
"That's what the character is."
No, that's not. No. We just got this lame ass bitch. The time.
That's not him though. Like that
was one of his.
was
people.
like he made him that way.
Then
he
we
made,
had
like did you
him
not
get fucking
did you not
beat
hear
by
Did you not-
what's her face?
did you not hear
I'm
did
good.
you not hear him? Did you not hear He Who Remains say, "Did you
I know
enjoy him?"
I know it's part of his
Did you know he
play.
play-
I know that was part of his play.
So like
But he's still lost. He's still under investigation from all his variants right now by the TVA. I don't care about Kang no more. He lost.
because that wasn't the Council of Kings was never going to be the final enemy. Like the Council of Kings was going to be like a byproduct of the story. The Council of Kings were going to get demolished. They were going to lose to the Avengers and Avengers pre-Secret Wars. I think it was going to be Kang Dynasty. Those Council of Kings was going to lose. They were going to lose.
He did all that for nothing. He did all that for nothing because he knew he was going to die anyways. Okay.
That Kang that got stabbed?
No, I'm talking about the Kang in season 2 that you're claiming he did have a fire moment.
But like,
that's
that
it.
was
And then he lost.
He knew his fate in the timeline, but he knew his
because
fate.
Loki caught his ass off guard. At the very end, he's like, "Wait,
How many times have you lived through this? And
yeah."
he still,
But then there's a time after
But
that,
then Loki let
and
him
he's
do
talking to Loki, and Loki chooses a direction that he didn't think he would choose.
it. It's still gonna result in him coming back. But he thought
Let him go.
He thought Loki was going to stop the Council of Kings from coming back. That's what that Kang didn't want. He didn't want the Council of Kangs to come back. He wanted the sacred timeline. He thought Loki was going to allow that to happen. Loki didn't. He's like, oh well, you're doomed. Like that was a whole attitude at the end. Like fuck it then.
I need you to go watch the last episode again.
I have,
because
and I know
he
exactly
is
what you're
clearly off
He
guard
expected-
by the final choice that Loki decides.
Yes, but he's like at the same time, he's about to be cool with. He's about to give Sylvie the same response when like after Loki leaves, Sylvie's about to walk up and kill him, and he's about to give Sylvie the same response. See you soon, because he's coming back. Like that version of Kang was coming back. I think that version of Kang. You know, my theory was that Kang was going to be the one from Ant-Man Quantumania. And to bring it back to Ant-Man Quantumania, the biggest mistake with that was that they killed him. I mean, was that they didn't let him win in that movie. So let's think about it in this way. Just walk me here, Justin. Just walk me. Kang the Conqueror defeats Ant-Man and gets the multiversal engine and goes into that shit that does what, like he goes into that red portal on his own. He does that. No, listen, let's like come on, like let's just put some lens on this shit.
I get it, but hold on.
Like,
you
like,
realize this is how we feel. This is how we feel about them doing all the dumbass dudes that say, forget about T'Challa the kid. This is exactly what we're doing right now. Because our main problem is T'Challa's the kid already exists because they did this. They've already did this with Kang. He's no. Okay, look, if we want to bring Giancarlo Esposito at all into this, do not have him as Nathaniel Mr. Griffin or whatever.
And becoming the Beyonder?
Don't have, no. As someone said earlier, bring Mr. Griffin, have someone else play him, but then have Doom fucking kill his ass, and that be Giancarlo.
It's clear they're not going to do
Giancarlo.
I would love that, but it's clear they're not going to do him.
They better do that, because don't waste another brother for no fucking random ass character called.
But yeah, let him come. Like Dr. Doom, the story got to run its course. Like Dr. Doom didn't take the Beyonder's powers until the universe was destroyed. Dr. Doom just can't come in here and take the Beyonder's powers, because then what does that do? That doesn't leave for the universe to be
I'm
destroyed.
just saying, don't have that be Giancarlo then.
There still has to be a vehicle for that to happen. And I think we can see a great villain story leading up to Dr. Doom doing that, because those movies still had to slap. Those movies still had to be great. The Beyonder, Mr. Griffin, still has to be. Let's hear this part. That if they're going to use him as a vehicle to destroy the multiverse, like they were going to do with Kang, that Beyonder still has to slap, bro. So like, if they're just not doing the Council of Kangs and they're just doing this one version of Kang, Mr. Griffin, who's going to end up becoming the Beyonder, who's going to end up having the multiverse be like leading to it to being destroyed, who's going to end up losing his powers to Dr. Doom, then that's a great story. Like, to me, that's a fun time. Like,
but
and
don't waste Giancarlo.
We don't have to reintroduce. That's not wasting him. That's giving him 2 to 3 movies as Kang. Like, that's giving him 2 to 3 movies as a villain who's about to be defeated.
Anymore, man?
Huh?
I don't even want 2 more movies of Kang.
If it's nice,
keep it at 1. Get rid of his ass.
I'm telling you, they have to build it. You can't just have Dr. Doom take the Beyonder's powers before the universe is destroyed. Like, that doesn't make sense in the story.
I get what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. My thing is don't waste Giancarlo for bitch ass Kang.
It's not a waste if it's good.
Yes, it is.
It's not a waste if it's good.
A good role. Don't do Kang. Fuck Kang, man.
It's not a waste if it's good, bro. And like I said, you struck like if they didn't miss the game in Quantumania.
Thank you, Q.
If they didn't miss the game-winning shot in Quantumania, and if they didn't F up in season 2.
But they did. It's already in the vault. They did.
And they still feel like they can fix it.
Barely.
That's it. And the part of fixing it is using Giancarlo Esposito in a dope way.
Don't use him for
do it.
Kang. That is all I'm saying. I'm even give him 2 movies as the Mr. Griffin. Do not waste Giancarlo for this dude.
Yes, Quentin, they can save him. At the end of the day, that's what they think they can do. Not just at the end of the day, yeah, like to me, do it. Give us Doom. But that's just not what they're gonna like. I can see why that's not what they're gonna do.
Kendall, I'm agreeing with you, but I'm just saying, do not fucking waste Giancarlo for this bum ass character.
To them, that's more important. Like to them, this character,
that's cooked.
To them, this character being dope is
he's not dope.
More important.
He's not gonna be dope anymore. Y'all ruined it.
He has been dope before. He's been dope before.
5 minutes.
They can do it again. He's dope before. It was more. Don't sell it fucking short, Justin.
It was
Justin,
for 5 minutes.
Justin,
he had some fucking Kevin Hart, not Kevin Hart.
Justin, you
Cat
really
Williams
selling this short.
fire lines, but that
you're really underselling the relation. Like you're really underselling the relationship right now, Justin. Like you really like.
I'm not. He's a bum ass character.
Kang
they
was
have
talked
made
about
him
for
that.
months. Like, bro, you know how much work was put in for Kang? Not just for me, but from everybody else out here who was still who was out here making their
and he's been dragged in the mud
by Kang.
Just
we're not gonna
as
act like
long.
nobody. We're not gonna act like Kang. He got dragged in the mud after the game, missing the game-winning shot.
And then, my god, the main character for Kang is a fucking idiot. We have dragged this character through the mud because of his fucking idiot actor.
Mm-hmm.
Let's let it go. Let's let it go.
They're not though.
You got people fucking copying on all over John Majors' dick, trying to act like he's a great fucking guy and should still play this dumbass character that he's already helped botch. Let it go. Give him 2 more movies, and then let Victor Von Doom
Jared put it here.
Cut his ass.
One epic. Look, at the end of the day, these movies that they're making, I hear what you're saying, but whatever they're gonna do to use him as a destroy the multiverse, that still has to be dope. Look what Justin says. One epic movie of Kang beating everyone. Boom. And that being, Giancarlo Esposito. Okay. The universe gets destroyed. I'm going to insert the universe getting destroyed there because then Doom kills him and starts Avengers 6, going into the Secret Wars. Build the Beyond of Kang more in Doctor Strange and Shang-Chi if necessary. I don't know if I really want to see. Here's the thing. I'm with you here, Justin. I don't know if I want to. He said there'd be teased. I wouldn't want a series of Kang.
No, just give me
I wouldn't want
more
series
movies
of
and call it a day. Wrap it up. I
wouldn't
don't need a
series
fucking
of
whole another 5 years of this shit. Give me 2 more movies and wrap it up. I don't need it. We're acting like this character is that great right now. It's a botched character. They botched it.
Now, Holyfield says Norman Osborn in Spider-Man freshman year in Spider-Man 4. I wouldn't mind him as Norman Osborn, but to me, Norman Osborn ain't big enough, bro. I know.
They don't have too much control either. I don't want to. I would like Norman Osborn, but like I don't like the fact that Marvel doesn't have.
How much control do they have of Spider-Man? How much?
And plus, I don't think they can do that too because Giancarlo is part of Disney.
How much? Yep, you're right. That rules that out. Holyfield doesn't know what he's talking about. Holyfield. So yeah, like that was just. If they gave Kang a series at the Logan season 1, that would have worked. It would have worked.
No.
It would have worked.
It's too much exposure. I don't like it.
It would have worked.
Why are y'all so on this Kang train, bro? He's a mid character now.
Unlike you, Jared and I have good memories. Unlike you and Quentin.
Oh no, I remember there's some great moments. I remember there's some great moments that Jonathan Majors did do.
But you sound like
I also remember him getting bodied.
You sound like you had a rewatch. It doesn't sound like you remember what it was actually like. You just sound like
no. I haven't rewatched Loki since.
Loki season 1? Since
It's been at least since I've watched, because I rewatched Loki season 1 right before I watched the second season.
I
But
did rewatch the final. I did rewatch the final episode of Loki.
he was great in there. But guys, he's gotten fucking dragged.
I hate counting that final season finale as that because we know why it ended the way it did. I really don't think it would have ended the way it did if it wasn't for that. I mean, like, damn it, like if they had recasted him before Loki, if they just didn't even include him in Loki.
Kendall, we can't do this. We can't do this because then we're literally saying these fuckers that are over here toting that this kid of T'Challa doesn't exist. We have to give them credit.
No, I'm just saying I wish we didn't.
Because it'd be a different. Okay.
Yeah,
it'd be a different fucking story.
I'm not sitting here and ignoring it. I was just saying, like, I wish we didn't. Like, man, like, if they didn't, like, if they either, like, just didn't address it in this one, which they didn't have to really address in season 2, Loki, they could have just really.
They didn't, but they did have to, because I would have been mad if we got nothing.
Jonathan just really fucked this shit up, bro.
Exactly. But, you know.
Like, Jonathan, like, at the end of the day, you could have lived with the mistake they made in Ant-Man 3. Like, they could have gotten past that if none of this other Kang shit happened and you just, from that moment on, you did dope Kang stuff with Jonathan Majors. Like, the whole council being presented differently with a more serious tone. Like, him actually winning. Like, if they actually built that out without him going through that legal trouble, they could have survived the blunder of Ant-Man 3. But the fact that he just really fucked this shit up.
I mean, he's part of the reason why this character is, like, finito. Like, it's,
he really
he's
fucked
part of
this
it.
shit up. He fucked up the comics. He fucked up the movie. He fucked up the saga.
Like, for real. Like, if you don't have all this mess going on with him, we would be able to also stomach the character. Because, bro, you also have... Now when you talk about Kang, you got to talk about recasting him. You got to talk about how they're going to fix him, too. You got to talk about who's going to actually live up to the... What's his fucking name? I just went blank.
Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors. It's exhausting to just talk about the Kang. Like, no, I don't want that for Giancarlo, because, like, bro, he's a good ass actor. He shouldn't have to deal with that dumbass shit.
You're right. But anyway, that's enough of that. Justin, that's what I did. I've been playing a little bit of Spider-Man. Because my daughter wanted to play the other day.
Okay.
So,
good,
you know,
good reason.
I just, like, she played it. You know, she out there swinging around, beat people up in Philly neighborhood. But, you know, I opened up my new game mode. That, like, I did play the new game mode and got past Sandman and didn't play it anymore after that.
They've done this, dude. They've done this.
But, like, I did that in the past. This recently, like, I got on there. And it hasn't been necessarily, like, I've been interested in, like, playing the story. Like, I really wish I could skip a lot of, like, the bullshit part of the story.
Fluff. Yeah, there's a lot of fluff in this one.
There's a lot of fluff in there. Like, riding bikes and breaking into the high school.
Yeah, bro.
I haven't gotten to the whole... I mean, it was cool, but then again, I'm not looking forward to playing it again. That is the Mary Jane scene. Like, her missions. Like, it was cool when you did it, but I'm not looking forward to doing it again.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. But I will say this, like, I didn't play. I watched what's his name? Star Wars Obsession play. He's been playing Jedi Fallen Order, or one of them, to get geared up for Acolyte, and dude, I had to turn that off. That game is boring. That game is boring. I can at least turn on and get through a couple missions on Spider-Man.
at the very least, I can go and fly around New York.
Exactly.
Yeah, like in my new game mode, like I feel like I fly better than like, bro. Just I forgot how fun it was to like do all the dives, spin around,
Exactly.
like swing around real fast, master the science of like thripping yourself through New York, and then boom,
And then-
you pull out the wings and you're up in the air.
And then take a stop and go beat some people up real quick,
Yep.
and then get
Like you're
back
just
on
flying
about your day.
around and
It's
then
sick.
like, yeah, you're flying around and like, ooh, a piece of candy. You just drop down, beat it
Yeah.
up, and then you just like, then all of a sudden you just put your little joint out there, catapult back out, and you're swinging fast as shit.
Exactly.
Like-
So it's they let it down, but like
Mhm.
I would way prefer to play that game over like Fallen Order ever. Fallen Order.
It's just time for a DLC.
It is,
Like,
but like
it's past time.
it's like it's literally almost a year now since
Yeah.
the DLC. Well, the game came out. So like
Mhm.
why are they
Like,
taking their
it's
sweet fucking
probably
time
because
on this?
the movie is probably fucking everything up
Yeah.
across the Spider-Verse.
Don't talk about that. But
I'm just saying, like, is that a possibility? Like, I'm feeling like what they were doing with the Spider Bots. Did you ever find all the Spider Bots?
No, because I got bored of the game because they
It was
weren't
one
doing
spider.
anything.
It's one Spider Bot, one fucking Spider Bot that I've flown all the way throughout New York. Like it's in this, like, you know, they show you where they are, so it's like
Yeah.
it's in this one district, and it's the smallest district on the map. And I've gone all throughout that district, and I cannot find that shit. Like, I even got the one that's like all the way up in the sky. Like, there's one that's like,
Oh yeah.
like that's high as fucking the sky. Like, I got that one, and it's in the district beside the one that I need to get, and it's just nowhere to be fucking found, bro.
Yeah, I think I found the Ghost Spider one, and then that was kind of it. That was kind of the end of it for me. Cause yeah,
But yeah, I think that's probably what it is. The movie's probably fucking that shit up.
Sony's gonna Sony.
Sony, bro.
Oh,
But you know who else is gonna
man.
do what else is gonna do? Justin.
Mm. What's up, Brooke?
What's going on, bro? Go ahead and say what you want to say, bro, about Acolyte.
Oh. Let me say this. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate you. Cause I was almost the idiot about to make do a watch party for it. Thank you, because that doesn't seem like it's a good idea for me. It's not a good idea for you either, Josh, but it didn't seem like it'd be a good idea for me. Yeah, that show, I'm trying to be as open as possible when it comes to watching that movie, that show, but I already don't like the fighting. The fighting to me is fucking atrocious. I don't understand why people are gassing up breakdancing fighting choreography. It's literally breakdancing. Like, I don't get it.
Bro.
Like, did we not learn from how bad Ezra fucking looked? Oh no, we didn't, because yeah, it looks literally the fucking same. Ezra
Bro,
looked
what
like
they were talking
shit.
about Ezra could look like was like just the biggest
Oh
disappointment.
man, dude, I thought it was gonna be some. I literally thought it was gonna be like Shang-Chi when his mom and dad are fighting.
Exactly, but you know, he
And
could have took.
That's what I'm hoping.
They could have reached out to Aang. Aang could have showed him a little few things.
He
That
said
would have been
Aang.
better. Yeah, from
You're an
Avatar.
idiot. You're an idiot.
I mean, but to be real, that would have looked fucking
So
better than
bad.
that shit.
Oh yeah, bro, 100%. Shit, the Netflix, the original.
Hell no, Quentin. I ain't like him in live action. I did not like him. Himself was fine, but him fighting, that was terrible.
The portrayal of Ezra in live action was great. The fighting was
Atrocious.
trash. Oh my lord. And that's why I'm very turned off as far as Acolyte comes on, because the fighting scenes we've seen, it literally looks the same. It looks so bad. I'm sorry. Like, breakdancing
Terrible.
to fight, that's literally what we're seeing. It's ugly. And then you want me to watch the show too. when we've talked about this last week, you've already leaked half your shit.
Yeah,
like
it hit me when I watched the last trailer. Like I tried to downplay it, but when I watched I watched the trailer that came on TV, and like she had the knife, like the the antagonist had the knife up to the neck. It's like, oh damn, I know what that is. It's not even the leak. We're not going to say it because there were people who didn't see it, but like I know I was here when Justin said it, and I still wouldn't have known. I still would not.
Saber, dude.
Oh my god, that was ugly. Is that real?
Fucking stupid. Yes, it's real.
Oh my god.
The whip saber. Like it's been in
Is that
comics.
canon anywhere? Okay.
It's been in comics. Keep it in fucking comics. Like that shit looks fucking terrible. And don't do some disgraceful shit with the purple lightsaber and put in that shit there. And then you got the fucking guys. Bro, I said this in my stream today. Why are they focused on giving brothers the same fucking hairstyle? I fucking can't stand it. We have
it's the longest
this dread, stupid look to the side. It's so fucking ugly. You gave Miles that in the game. Like, ever since it looked cool once with Killmonger. Let it go. Black people, we got a whole bunch of different hairstyles. And go look at Across the Spider-Verse. Miles.
Fresh waves.
With a fro. No, he had a fro. His fro's crispy though. Tapered up too.
I prefer the haircut they gave my man Miles in Spider-Man 2.
That's what I'm talking about.
The game.
No. Spider-Man 2's the first Miles one, right?
Yeah, the first Miles one. Yeah, like the waves. The solo Miles one.
Yeah, crispy waves. I mean, bro, you gave like Spider Bite had some fucking fire hairstyles that she was literally flipping through. Hobie had a fire fro that was he had that fire nappy fro. Like, come on. Y'all want me to be like, bro, y'all continuously give brothers mid-ass characters in Star Wars. Bro, it's so fucking insane.
And they can't stop, won't stop.
We have one good character. Mace Windu. That's it.
Bro, can I ask you, why do people think... I'm sorry to change the subject, but why do people think Wanda's dead?
I don't know. That's... Like, she's the most strongest character in all of Marvel. You want me to be real too?
Yeah.
Okay, Josh, if you ever see this, don't get mad at me. But bro, Josh pissed me off that one day. He was talking about I forgot what the exact topic was, but he basically depowered the fuck out of Wanda. Acting like we didn't see Wanda in another Wanda's body that was depowered. Still fuck up all of that the Illuminati or whatever they are. Like,
exactly, Quentin.
Guys, we acted like Wanda ain't her. Wanda's her. With or without, like, you depower her even a little bit, she's still...
You think they're gonna kill their main villain? Like, you think that one of the OG Avengers, someone that came up like way back, their main female tie, other than she next to Black Widow was Wanda.
Exactly.
And you think they're gonna get rid of that?
And not to mention how many fucking people love Lizzie Olsen, bro.
Yeah, that's
we love us some Lizzie Olsen.
I just won't understand. I just don't understand how people can be like, but she's dead. No, she's fucking not dead, bro.
Dude, no. She's fucking Wanda. Put some respect on her name. And I'm looking at you too, Josh. Put some respect on Wanda's name.
Put some respect on her name, bro.
He was trying to act. It was like a fight versus. I think they were doing a fight versus X-Men versus the regular Avengers, and he depowered the fuck out of Wanda to make it fair. And I'm like, bro, Wanda literally gave somebody a no mouth in someone else's body.
But even if you want to attribute that to the Darkhold, look at what Wanda did to Thanos. Wanda
before she was
single-handedly
corrupted.
almost ended everything before she was killed. Before he said rain fire.
Through the Blitz, yeah.
Yeah, like Wanda literally picked my man's up, was stripping his shit down, and was about to rip him to shreds.
Oh yeah,
rip him to shreds. I just won't get it. Hey yo, we about to get out of this joint, but I just gotta. When you see it.
they're out of again. It wouldn't be that crazy if they didn't put the tongue, bro. Why did they put the tongue? The tongue is weird.
It would have been crazy if even it came out the bottom like that. But like the fact that you like, I'm sorry, but that just invokes like you just know what that's for.
Oh yeah, I mean we get it. It's a rated R movie. We get it, guys.
But damn.
Uh,
I mean, at least Dune made more sense. Like
I didn't even see the Doom one. I'll be honest.
What? You ain't seen the Dune one?
No.
That's what the whole shebang is about. The whole war. Let's see if somebody got it down here. Yeah, this is the Dune.
That's okay. Okay.
But at least it's At least it's a sandworm. Like at least it's a worm, and like yeah, we get the joke. But like it's a worm. You're supposed to be putting your hand in there, and this is what it came out as. So that's what.
It's 100% better than the other one.
But this is a joke off of that.
Yeah.
This is what the Wolverine bucket comes from. Like you said, it's not that big of a deal because this was a huge deal. Like this was funny to people who was gonna go see Dune. Like to people who's interested in Dune.
Yeah.
And you didn't see it, so people probably not gonna see. Like I said, they don't even have this. This is wild. Hey yo, you see the GIF? You see the GIF on the side?
Yeah, bro. That's out of pocket.
Honestly, I hate to say it, but it might have been a good idea because the people that are gonna see it are like, "This is funny as fuck."
That tongue is OD though.
The tongue is crazy.
Why does it look wet?
I know. That's why it's crazy, bro. That's why it's
like
crazy.
It doesn't even look like a plastic tongue. It looks like a gooey.
Yeah. See, if I bought one of these, I'd be like, no, I do not want any popcorn in it. It's literally just going in as a souvenir.
You know what I would do? I would take the top off. Pause. Pause.
Yeah, there's a pause that needed to be there.
I mean, to be funny, I would probably pop the top off of it. That's better. I'd probably pop the top off of it. And, like, you could probably just wear it around Halloween for a mask.
Honestly, you probably could. Cut
hilarious.
out the eyes.
Oh, yeah, you can't see. But no, that would be hilarious. Like, that'd just be a funny joke.
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, look, it's kind of fitting, but it's a little OD for sure.
Hey, I need to check my plays, bro. I made some plays. I'm going out here. I just want to see if I made some bets on the game tonight. I do like 50-cent bets. So like every month
you
I
told
give
me.
myself
Yeah.
Yeah, I do every month I give myself like $15 to do like 50-cent bets.
Yeah, bro. I've had friends.
I did that for 2 months.
Yeah.
So I did that for 2 months. I'd say 2 weeks ago. Yeah, because it was when the Eastern Conference Final started. It was like the Eastern Conference. One of my 50-cent bets hit for 300. So I just I took out a good chunk, but I left like $50 in there for me to, keep playing. I was like, at this point, I'm never gonna. I shouldn't have to put my money back in there again.
See, I've bro, I've had friends score like 1,000 people. Oh, wait, what did I say? I've had friends that have made like
I was
$1,000
gonna let
off
you
that,
rock.
like over $1,000 on that shit, and I can't win a fucking bet, bro. I had one where I was literally one away from getting like $600. Right,
Uh-huh.
I was relying on Kyler Murray to throw one more touchdown, and he does it, and it gets called back.
Damn.
So I've been kind of done on that shit.
Yeah, I got one baseball one in left. All my basketball ones struck out. Have you guys heard anything more concrete about that? Nothing, but I would love for that to happen. That's just my choice. Damn some Idris for T'Challa.
Yeah.
That's my
I
choice.
don't know, bro. I don't even want to like. It's hard to feel anything right now about Black Panther because it's
It
like,
is. It really is. Like I felt that.
it's probably like 2 years at least,
Or more.
before they even probably start shooting. So
It just sucks. I mean, I know like if Giancarlo Esposito can be put into Captain America 4, T'Challa can be put into the Fantastic Four. Like in a post-credit scene in something to know that he.
I mean, if they're
like,
bringing
got
back
brought into our
RDJ, bro, they should. I
I
mean,
don't want to
not
undo the
RDJ
death.
per se, but like if they're
Yeah.
bringing back
A
a
multiverse.
version of Iron Man, they should do the same for T'Challa.
I mean, to me, that just sets up Black Panther 3 to be amazing. To have a multiverse of T'Challa in there, and to
Yeah.
wrestle with that, like to wrestle with those storylines. Because at the end of the day, it's still going to be like they're still feeling the impact. Like even if like I find it hard to believe you would do Black Panther 3 without Lil T'Challa in it. There was a plan that Ryan Coogler had for Black Panther 2 that had the T'Challa's son. He was going to have a son, so the son was always going to be there. He was going to have the son, and they were going to basically be going around with him on like summer break. So like he was going to be there throughout the whole movie. Like that was like a workup. That was what Ryan Coogler said on his podcast. I can see them doing that with Black Panther 3 with Shuri.
I would,
And
I hope they don't.
yeah, so
I
so
truly
like
hope they don't.
that's still to me. I say that to say, no matter what they're going to do, Black Panther 3 is still going to deal with the weight of Chadwick Boseman. In a sense. So, one, don't do the movie. But two, if you're going to do Black Panther 3, like I would prefer for them not to do Black Panther 3.
Same.
Shuri's going to be in Avengers 5. Like, let it just be that. Like, but I would prefer them to limit Shuri's screen time at this point.
Yeah.
But
Same.
if they have to go forward with Black Panther 3, give us a T'Challa from the multiverse. Insert him into that world. And have it to where, like I said, he's this moment in comics where you got two Black Panthers and you got Shuri being the Empress or the Queen of Wakanda, and you have T'Challa, you know, being the King of the Dead. He's in Necropolis working with the Illuminati. He's his best friend, Reed Richards. Like they're spending more time together. That's how you use. That's what I want to see from T'Challa anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're telling me that like a T'Challa came from the multiverse that Reed Richards and them came from that universe, they had that relationship. Like their main priority is like what's happening with the multiverse. Let them be the focus of that. But you can still, like in Black Panther 3, you can arrange that and still let it be Shuri's movie. Like it still be a large part in Shuri's movie, but that Black Panther being there is a dynamic of it. He's like the Riri Williams level, like not level wise, but he. And I know that's hard to do because when you have T'Challa, that's what you're gonna gravitate towards.
Yeah.
But like as far as their dynamic has to be there. And maybe that's a lot easier for the cast to take too, because it's a different T'Challa. That iteration of T'Challa never be played again because that T'Challa's dead. So yeah. Long story short, Damn Some Idris I think would be perfect for that. Dan the Man. I'd love for that to happen. I just don't think it's going to. I think that makes too much sense for them. For a studio that uses T'Chaka, I guarantee you, if they had the Fantastic Four come back through time, or if we see anything of like a Black Panther in Fantastic Four, it'd be T'Chaka. That's just what they're doing right now. T'Chaka is it. Maybe I should go buy the first version, the first comic book of T'Chaka, because that seems to just be it.
Yeah, it is upsetting though. It really is upsetting how they're like, I love Chadwick Boseman, but like I think
Now
I personally think it honors him to keep the T'Challa character going, but like
this is what he
I don't
would
understand their idea.
like
Exactly.
He would have been fine with Wakanda forever. He'd be like, Reed fam. But after that, for you to like erase him from, like, What If was fine because everybody's parents was the hero in What If. Like in What If season 2.
Yeah.
Like when they had T'Chaka as the Black Panther. That's because everybody else's parent was involved. Tony wasn't there. It was Howard. You know what I mean? But when you're talking about like X-Men 97, and you got Storm out there, you got Peter Parker, you got Iron Man, Steve Rogers, that came out of the ice. Not like you got that happening, and T'Chaka is the main one. There's issues.
Yeah, bro.
There's issues. But anyway, go ahead, plug yourself, Josh. You got anything coming up this week?
Possibly be streaming tomorrow, dude. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Getting old, my hands have been hurting, so I took a lot of time off this week.
Toner?
I think so, bro. I think so. Like I'm trying to do stretches and hand stretches to help it. I don't really know what you're supposed to do for it, but like I've been trying to like ease up on gaming this week. So like there's still a chance I might not stream tomorrow. But if not, I will be live tomorrow on Justified MF. I did start another channel. But Kindle.
Yo.
Hear me? I did start another channel, man.
Oh shit.
I'm still working on the name though, because like someone took Nerdified.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do as far as
Justin has finally done it. Justin has started a nerd channel.
So we'll see. I'm still working on the name mainly though. That's the biggest issue. Is working
Justin
on the name.
Started a nerd channel.
Yeah. Other than that, that's
Justin started a nerd channel. When are you gonna be streaming on it?
I don't know. I don't know how the streaming thing is gonna work. I really don't know.
You don't know what you're gonna do on it yet. You just made
There's gonna be like videos, but I don't know if I'm gonna go live on it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see though. But as I said, I'll start really grinding it once I hit 10K on my real channel. You know,
Quentin, they definitely gotta verify. Quentin. But yeah, we're gonna be here. Like I said, shorts are still gonna be coming. I feel like I'm closer to just. I thought about popping up and just doing like an impromptu stream like 10:30 one night, but
I think that's a little too late though.
Yeah,
because as I said, there's some of our people that have literally told us that's too late.
Yeah, you're right.
So
it has to be earlier. We ain't young no more.
Nah, I'm tired right now. What we talking about?
I'm tired as hell. That's why we're getting off now. Anyway, like I always say, much love. Thank y'all for hopping in here. Dan the Man, Quentin, Lou, C-Dub was in the building earlier. CC Lotus, Phil Bow, all y'all in here. Appreciate y'all for dropping in. Prayers in the building too. Thank y'all for pulling up. It's been a good night. Chilling in the basement. I can't overlook you, bro. What's going on, Chillin'? Of course, when I see Chillin's name in the chat, the one thing I see is Angel Reese who's being away. Anyway, we're getting out of here. Much love, y'all. Deuces.
Peace.